Welcome yogis to your yoga for anxiety class today. Today we are doing a flow dedicated to anxiety. So if you have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, if you're just feeling a little bit tense and overwhelmed, maybe you're feeling a little stressed, this is a beautiful practice for you. So for this, you don't need any props. However, if you have a block or a strap in mind, I'm going to give you options to use them. But don't worry if you don't have anything. These flows are meant to not have any props. So go ahead and find a nice comfortable position. Closing down the eyes. Sitting cross-legged with a nice, tall, long spine. And to start, we're just going to work on some breathing. So hang with me. Breathing is a really great way to just kind of take yourself out of that fight or flight mentality. You know, if you're breathing through the chest, if you can feel those shoulders creeping up to the ears, just go ahead and relax here. So just noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. And we'll go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. As you exhale, extend the breath by a beat or 2. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going, moving with your breath. So keep breathing here, but just a little food for thought. So there's a saying that says when we live in the past, we often struggle with depression. And when we live in the future, we struggle with anxiety. So just take stock and notice what is giving you anxiety in this moment. Are you projecting the future? Are you expecting certain outcomes for something? And just try to hone everything in and bring it into this present moment. Just taking each breath, each step as it comes. And do one more round of this breathing exercise. Beautiful. From where you are, you might want to come long ways just so you have a little cushion under your legs for this. But go ahead and extend that left leg out long. And sitting up nice and tall, just drawing that right foot on the inside of that left leg. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, just walk those fingertips forward, finding a nice passive forward fold. So we're not trying to crank ourselves down low to the ground. Just hinging at the hips and seeing if you can get low down. So we're doing a seated half wide-legged forward fold. And then go ahead and just gaze forward. And as you exhale, rolling all the way up to a nice tall, long spine, go ahead and switch. Extend that right leg out, draw that left foot on the inside. Notice one side probably feels a little more open than the other. Flex the top of the foot towards the face. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, just crawl those fingertips forward. Find a nice forward fold, any amount. Don't forget to breathe deep into the belly and ribs here. Inhale to gaze forward. And as you exhale, roll all the way up. Nice, tall, long spine. From here, you're just going to turn on your mat. Send both legs out long. Have a nice bend in the knees to start. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. And as you inhale, sweeping those arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Find a nice forward fold. Hands can come to your toes, the shins, or the thighs. And you can stay here, or maybe you begin to straighten through the legs. On your next inhale, gaze towards those toes. And then as you exhale, release. Go ahead and roll up tall through the spine. Cross your legs here. Just taking one cycle of breath. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale to side out through the mouth. Let's come forward onto our hands and our knees. Wrist right underneath those shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Press down through all 10 fingerprints. And as you inhale, drop your belly, shine your heart forward. And as you exhale, go ahead and arch through that back. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale to drop your belly, shine your heart forward. And exhale to arch through the back, tuck your chin in. Inhale for your cow pose. And exhale for cat. So go ahead and find a few more cycles of cat-cow, moving with your breath. Drawing the shoulders from the ears on your cow pose. Really arching through that whole back on cat. And then on your next inhale, come all the way back to your neutral tabletop pose. From here, go and extend that right leg behind you, coming onto your tippy toes. And rock a little front and back. Just waking up the hamstrings. Then go ahead and draw that knee in. Reset. And extend that left leg behind you into your tippy toes. And again, go ahead and just rock back and forth here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw that knee in. From here, walk those hands out in front of you slightly. Curl your toes underneath, lift those hips up and back, downward facing dog. So you can choose to draw one knee in and then the other, straightening through the opposite leg, just going a little deeper into the hamstrings. Allow the head and the neck to relax. We're not here for long. Even it out. And just find a nice downward facing dog in stillness. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, go ahead and allow those knees to kiss your yoga mats. Zip the legs up close together. Send your hips back towards the heels and draw your hands behind you, allowing your forehead to come to the mat. Now, if you have your block handy and your forehead doesn't quite hit the mat, you can take the block on any height and place it underneath the forehead. If you don't have a block and your forehead still doesn't quite reach the mat, you can stack your fist on top of each other here. So let's just take a few more breaths in child's pose, wherever you are. From here, go ahead and just begin to roll on up through the spine, sitting back on your knees. Place your hands on top of the thighs, sit up nice and tall. Maybe closing down the eyes here, just taking a few deep breaths. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, maybe batting open the eyelashes. And come to swing your legs to one side. We're coming all the way down to the ground, onto our backs. And once you get there, just draw the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. You can choose to rock a little from side to side, squeezing those knees in towards you. Perfect. From here, go ahead and extend that left leg out long. So here, if you have a strap handy, this is where you can use it. But we're going to extend that right leg up to the sky. So if you have a strap, you can wrap the strap around you. Take your peace fingers and grab your big toe. And just actively think of lifting that foot, that heel up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just draw that right knee into your chest. Give yourself one little hug here. And then go ahead and extend that right leg out long. Hug the left knee into your chest. Don't worry about any creaking noises the knees make. Wrap your strap around your ball of your foot if you have it. Otherwise, we'll extend that left leg up towards the sky. Take your peace fingers on your left hand. Grab the big toe. And just draw that leg towards you, lifting up through the heel of the foot. Allow the breathing to relax. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Then go ahead and release that big toe. Draw your left knee into your chest for one quick breath. And as you exhale, you can extend that leg out long as well. So you have 3 options here. Hug both knees into your chest, and then go ahead and extend those legs up towards the sky. If you have a wall nearby, you can always draw your sitting bones, draw the booty up towards the wall, send your legs up the wall and use the wall here as a prop. You can also use your block here and place the block underneath your sacrum, so right at the tailbone there. Woo. And then send your legs up long using the block underneath you. For some, this might just take a little bit of pressure out of the low back. This is called waterfall when you have the block underneath you. If you have a wall or you're not using the block, it's simply called legs up the wall. So take a few more deep breaths there. I just wanted to give everybody options. So this is also a really great pose if you have insomnia. So maybe you can't sleep due to anxiety. And if you can do this pose, it will help slow down that heart rate. Think of breathing into the belly and the rib cage here. And then we'll go ahead and just even it out. So you can choose to stay here if you would like. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and just draw those knees into your chest and extend both legs out long on your mat. Coming into your Shavasana, arms down by your side, palms up for receiving. We won't be here long, just taking a few breaths here to seal the deal, to put the cherry on top of your practice. And if you would like, you can always pause the video here to take extra time. And if you've got to rock and roll with the rest of your day, just go ahead and bring those palms together to touch. Draw them right up to the space between our eyebrows, that inner teacher and that inner guidance that resides within us. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bow the chin down and say Namaste.